What's up, everyone? Rat King here. We got the calendar officially. It starts today, and we're gonna break down how to get this Rat King. Probably one of the best champions that have come out of a fusion or a fragment in the last little while. There's been some pretty good ones. Gaius, when he came out, bomb champ, meta, not so good, blah blah blah. This one is yet another bomb champion, but you know what, bombs are actually do work. Bombs are actually quite good. Bombs just do damage based on your raw attack, and you don't really need any other stats. High accuracy, high attack, get it out there. As long as they don't have, a block debuffs. But here we are, tournament wise. We have a couple of things I think that we need to point out here. One, if you're not going to push for Vermin Lord and you're a lower level account and you don't think you have the resources to get this champion, that's okay. But Tumbor, Trumbor, and Morag, the two epics here, are actually very good. They're actually quite good for lower level accounts, even early mid game level accounts, to really change the complexion of your team and change some options. And Dahlia and Amisha, not so much. I mean, they're kind of cool, but they're not game breaking by no means. It kind of sucks that Andalia is a dupe because she's probably, I think, one of the lower champions here. We're going to break those down towards the end of the video. But let's just break down how to get Vermin Lord. All right, to start, we notice here, so today we're starting, we very well have Ice Golem and Dungeon Diver starting at the exact same time, which is great. There's really nothing else going on for the first day. So take your time. No need to, save up some of your gems, some of that energy. Do the bare minimum here because you're going to need your gems later on and your energy later on. So as we go through it, get your Ice Golem complete, get your Dungeon Divers complete. Tournament-wise, you don't get anything extra for winning. So there's no real incentive to win the tournament because, quite frankly, it's just regular rewards. Get your champion and move on. We do have Classic Arena, which is probably one of the easier options to complete. So we do have a couple classics arenas, probably the easier of them to do. This Classic Arena is actually over Christmas, so pretty safe to only focus on that, and that's really it. Everyone's going to be busy over the holidays. Artifact enchanting. So this is something that we need to just keep an eye on. Artifact enchanting. Then you got a day before it starts again, and then you got a day before it starts again. So 3 back-to-back artifact enchanting events that you're going to need a ton of silver for. So just keep that in mind. Save. Do the bare minimum. Don't be splurging on anything. I think I have 20 mil, and I don't know if that's going to be enough. 20 mil head start. I don't think that's going to be enough to get me through all of these. The good thing is we do have a spider tournament here, which does align with a Dungeon Divers, so we can easily get that done pretty quickly. And then a artifact enchanting event that starts around the same time. So all that silver you're going to get from spider is really going to go straight into artifact enchanting. And really, you're going to try to probably push spider more. That's the best way to get silver. So that you're ready for this last artifact enchanting over here. Dragon starts on Christmas. However, I would wait until Boxing Day over here. Let's just change that color. It's hard to see. So I would wait until Boxing Day when Dungeon Diver starts in order to farm Dragon. take Christmas off. And then champ training also starts. So Boxing Day is really going to be where you're going to push, get that silver, and hopefully you've saved up some more for this third artifact enchanting. I love artifact enchanting because they're good to get your pieces to +8 or +12 right across the board. All the pieces that are on your champion should get to 16 during these events. Any piece sitting in your inventory, get to 12, because that's the best way you're going to know if a piece is good or not good and how it rolls. If you have, crit rate, crit damage, and accuracy, and you roll a triple accuracy, not as good as if you rolled triple crit, right? So get those pieces rolled. There's no sense in, what else do we use our silver for? Ultimately, it's artifact enchanting. Slowly, get your pieces at least to +8. And it's going to cost you, what, 60, 70K to get your piece to +8. And then from there, if they look good, get it to 12. If they're crap, usually I would sell it and move on from there. Also a good time for a gear cleanse or an accessory cleanse, just to clean up some of your inventory space, get some silver that way, and go from there. Two things that I think we need to keep an eye out for, and I'm going to really highlight these in red because we're going to have to watch. This champ training event, look how long it is. Okay? It's a long event, and you're only going to get 2 of these rare champions. That second rare champion's probably going to be upwards of 10,000 points, which is going to be quite difficult for the average player to push for. I know when I was, earlier game when Brogni came out, I couldn't push. I think the last champion was 12,000, 13,000 points, something like that. And I just didn't have enough and could not push hard enough for myself to get to that champ training pool. Not to mention, I also didn't know how to do it properly and how to do it efficiently. So we also have another one, shortly after that. So all of the resources, if you're going to push for these 2 epics, you're going to be very strapped for resources on this last one. So this is a red flag to me, something that you really need to watch out for. As well, there's only one summoning event, and it's a summon rush that's coming up tomorrow. So shard-wise, the great thing is there's not much that you need to do or use, but I would really recommend using your shards for Endalia. Get that extra epic. Get that extra epic, and then that allows you to skip any 4 of the events that you'd like, really. So, like, if it was up to me, I probably would get rid of the higher level of this champ training. I'd go for this one, but skip the higher level, save my resources here by going with Endalia. I probably would also skip an artifact enchanting event, so I might save some of my silver on this one as well, although these 2 are probably easier to get than this one. I like to push hard at the beginning so that I can relax towards the end. These are pretty much sure wins, so these are relatively easy. All 4 of these are relatively easy as well. So easily you can get 6 of these. The dungeon divers are quite easy as well, especially when they overlap spider. So by default, we already have 8 relatively easy epic champions that rare champions that you can pull, which will fuse into 2. You're going to go for Endalia, which is your number 3. So you really only need 4 more. By default, you're going to get this lower level rare. So there's only 3 that you really need to push for at this point. If you're going to push for dragon, you're probably getting this dungeon divers as well. So we only really have 2 left. Like I said, this artifact enchanting is probably going to be easy along spider. We have 1 left, and you can choose one of these 2 champ training tournaments. I probably would recommend this ladder. It's probably going to be easier, but compare push for this one, see what the score is, probably around the 3,000 mark, which is relatively easy to do. Get that one, get it out of the way. And then there you go. So what do we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 check marks, plus Endalia, making it all 4 that we need to pull Verminlord. And that allows us to not stress about this champ training, not stress about the other champ training. Where do we got? Let's get the red in here. So we don't have to worry about this one. We don't have to worry about this one. And we don't have to worry about this last artifact enchanting event and therefore save our silver right at the end. Or switch these up, right? And let me make that cleaner. We could switch these up here and save the silver that you have here for the last one, whatever you want. But that is my recommendation. This also means that we have, really, if you push Spider early, get Classic done on Christmas Eve, the 24th. Artifact Enchanting, you're going to get done early with Spider. Same with Dungeon Divers. That really leaves Christmas Day and available. You don't want to start this anyways, okay? You're going to eliminate this altogether, and therefore you're not going to do anything on this day. Okay? Enjoy it with your family. If you don't celebrate Christmas, well, there's not much to do on this day anyways, because you're going to want to wait. All right, so that is my recommendation to you. This does actually look slightly different. They did post in their Discord a updated calendar, and some of these have actually shifted in dates. They moved things around. That's kind of nice in the sense of they allowed Christmas Day to really not be much. Push hard on Christmas on the 23rd and the 24th, and then you really have the 25th off, if you will. That is my strategy. That is my plan. That allows me to really push and save resources. So it's not as bad as it looks, but you do have to put in some work to get it done. All right. Hopefully this mess helps, and hopefully it strategizes a little bit further, and we'll catch you all in the next video. Take care, everyone.